Well, there's no snow in the forecast, but I'm pretty sure that looks like snow coming down to me.
It was just a light dusting and it was gone the next day, so we could get back on the house. Hi! This week we will be framing the second floor. Like Tim has said before, he framed the upstairs 10 feet smaller than the downstairs, 5 feet on each side, and then he added small roofs to cover the space. My brother David and his daughter came to visit, and they helped carry some of the 2x6s up to the second floor. Tim had to do the rest after they left.
This is super heavy.
I love that Tim likes to show off his strength for me. We are building the outside walls and all the plumbing walls with 2x6s. All the other walls are 2x4s. When Tim was framing the downstairs bedroom wall, he didn't realize or didn't remember that the inside wall along the stairway was going to have plumbing in it, so he framed it with 2x4s. So now we're going to have to go back through and just nail 2x2s onto the 2x4s to make them 2x6. I also made the doorways 3 foot wide so that if for some reason one of us has to be in a wheelchair, the doorways would be wide enough for that. He's getting ready to do the layout for the outside wall. He screws the boards together at each end so they don't move when he's marking them. Then he will unscrew them when he's ready to build the walls. That isn't a board you see there behind where he's measuring. It's actually the top of the beam that will help support the wall as he sets it up. It is high for 2 reasons. 1, so that it is hidden in the downstairs ceiling, and 2, for wall support. It will be inside the attic when the roof is built. He's measuring for the last part of the wall. He's figuring out where the windows will go since he didn't write it down. It's all in his head, he says. It's nicer for me this way so that I can see whether the windows will look out on a roof or actually look out on a view. It's also pretty windy, so it keeps blowing his tape around.
There's the bathroom. There's the bedroom closet. Do we want to center it?
We decided to put the window closer to the bathroom so we wouldn't be looking at the barn roof. He decided to build that long wall in 3 sections so it would be easier to lift. I only drew the downstairs and where the windows, doors, cabinets, etc. went, but I gave Tim the option of drawing up the upstairs because I didn't really care. I just wanted 2 bedrooms and a bathroom up there. But he never wrote it down. So I'm having to tell him where I want the windows to go as he's framing up the walls. The first third of the wall is ready to lift into place. We decided to stop and eat, and then this happened. First wall going upstairs. Getting a ladder. It's exciting getting this wall up. Means we're almost done. He will use the ladder to brace the wall jack against when he lifts the wall completely up. He's screwing the bracing on and then screwing a board to the floor, so when he stands the wall up, he can screw the bracing to the board. Don't let that hit you in the head. It's resting on the ladder now, so he can push the wall up by hand. He's putting the second wall up. Well, at least it didn't hit you on the head.
Yeah.
I liked it better when you had the ladder underneath that jackboard. Second wall up and braced. Third wall up and braced. He built the rest of the outside walls and then started on the inside walls. Here are the bathroom walls and the stairway walls. So to get into the house, we had a rickety old aluminum ladder going up into the first floor doorway. So Tim finally decided to build a ramp from the backside to get into the house. That was a joyful day. I praise God for my ingenuitive man. Our son Isaac and his wife came to visit. He's helping put in headers and window framing on the house. We sure do appreciate all of our kids' help. The Lord sure has blessed us. The upstairs windows are all 3 foot by 4 foot, so theoretically he just has to measure for one and then have the measurements for the rest. Tim started installing the Tyvek and the siding on the sides of the house. That way the house will be stable when he puts the trusses on. Tim is struggling to get the 1/4-inch gap he needs above the Z-metal. Before he could frame the roof of the mudroom, Tim had to put up the first rafter of the short roof. Then he could install the ridge board over the mudroom because he needed the ridge board to be above the height of the short roof for the valley to work. When I was cutting the bats for the cabin, I heard a weird noise, and I went around the corner, and here was Henrietta inside the house. She was pretty tame, so it was easy to catch her and put her back in her pen. My hens had just started laying, and there was a wide difference in the size of the eggs. Some of them were even double yolkers. We had bought a Mr. Cool mini split and decided we needed to install it since the summers get pretty hot here. But we had to put up the bats and paint the back wall before we could install it. So I decided to put up the bats myself. It was tough, but I got all the batting up on the house. Looks good. Tim had already put up the trim, so all I had to do was install the bats. But now I have to go ahead and caulk the bats too before it can be painted. So I'm starting to caulk. And get to the end and then we'll do the upper part. Then we can put the Mr. Cool in after we paint. So I finally got all the caulking done, and hopefully today we're going to paint. Since I've never used a spray gun and Tim has a new one, we decided that Tim would paint and not me. Tim painted the fascia all the way out past the porch with the body color before he painted the wall. We also masked off the skirting because we want the cedar to weather to gray. Kind of hard to see the color because the light isn't right, but it's like a grayish green. It's going to have a reddish brownish color trim. It looks orange in this picture, but this picture is better. It's a darker red. It looks more orange when it's wet, and then it dries out to a darker red. I'm not sure I'm going to keep the color, but right now I call it my Christmas cabin. We installed the Mr. Cool, but I forgot to video it. So it's kind of windy out, so I don't know if you can hear me, but this is what the Mr. Cool looks like on the outside. We went ahead and installed it and tested it, and in the instructions it said don't tighten it too far. So Tim didn't tighten it far enough, and it didn't work, and it took months before we could get it to work. And Tim finally just tightened it down as tight as he could get it, and it started working. So it starts up here, goes down along the wall, and then we put it over here so we didn't hear it while we were sleeping, but we didn't really have to worry about it because it's very quiet running. Psalm 9, 1 through 2 says, I will give thanks to the Lord with all my heart. I will tell of all your wonders. I will be glad and exult in you. I will sing praise to your name, O Most High. Thanks for watching. Have a good day.